Overfeeding is the most common way most loving dog owners are killing their dogs with kindness. Obesity in dogs can cause serious health problems and make existing problems worse, which can reduce the length and quality of your dog's life. It also puts them at greater risk of conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, respiratory distress, high blood pressure, and cancers. Make sure you feed your dog as high quality food as you can and the right amount for their size, age, breed, and level of activity. If you have any concerns, speak to your vet for further advice. Those puppy dog eyes and that longing look they give you when you're eating, it's hard not to sneak them a little piece of your food. But did you know that some common food items that we eat can actually be harmful to our dogs? Onions, garlic, chocolate, and avocados can cause vomiting and diarrhea. Dogs are also highly sensitive to grapes and raisins. Even a single ingestion could be fatal. So we need to be very careful about what treats we give them and only feed them dog-specific snacks. Along with the right food, exercise is crucially important to dogs. Not only is it important for their physical fitness, but also for their mental health too. Regular walks can reduce common behavioural problems. Fit, active dogs are much less likely to suffer from problems such as arthritis, obesity, and behavioural issues. Different breeds of dogs will have different exercise requirements. Working dogs such as Border Collies, German Shepherds, and Springer Spaniels will have extremely high levels of energy and will need 1 to 2 hours worth of hard exercise, whereas Terriers, Poodles, and Bulldogs will need more moderate exercise, say 45 minutes to an hour. And dogs such as Chihuahuas, Yorkshire Terriers, Pomeranians, and Maltese breeds have much lower energy levels, and a gentle stroll will suit them. Flat-faced breeds such as Pugs, Bulldogs, and Shih Tzus still require exercise, but extra care must be taken to build their fitness gradually. Don't be tempted to take them for a long walk if they're not used to it. Flat-faced dogs often struggle to keep up with other breeds, so consider the doggy company you keep on walks. Put your dog on a lead if they are struggling to chase or keep up with the other dogs, and use a harness, not a collar, as the pressure on their neck will make breathing more difficult. Make sure to give them plenty of breaks if they need it too. All dogs need regular exercise to keep them happy and healthy and maintain mental and emotional health. Signs your dog isn't getting enough exercise include destructive behaviour, gaining weight, excessively barking or restlessness, and exercise is one of the best solutions. Dogs can experience a range of emotions, including happiness, sadness, jealousy, anger, and loneliness. Loneliness can lead to depression, which can have a real negative impact on your dog's health. Signs your dog's lonely include whining, crying, and excessively barking when left alone. Depression can lead to dogs exhibiting anxious behaviour, such as pacing, refusing to eat, and being destructive. Dogs evolved to be by our side, whether on the hunt, in the field, or by the fire, so it makes sense that they crave our companionship. Add to that the fact that we're their sole providers of food, exercise, and access to the world, and it's no wonder that our dogs want to stay close to us. Try to reduce the time you leave your dog alone, exercise your dog before you leave them, and leave them with some interactive toys. Hard rubber toys that can be stuffed with goodies are an excellent way to give your dog something to focus on while you're gone. Some lonely dogs might benefit from going to a well-run doggy daycare a few times a week, although this option isn't fit for every dog. Make sure that your dog enjoys the excitement of group play and that the daycare is reputable. According to the ASPCA, approximately 3.1 million dogs are brought into shelters every year, and of that number, 390,000 of them are euthanised. Some of these dogs are strays and some of them are relinquished by their owners. This is a very sad statistic, and unfortunately some people are forced to surrender their dog through no fault of their own due to a change in financial circumstances or a death in the family. Many of these cases can be reduced though if people did their due diligence before acquiring a dog, by making sure the breed of dog is right for you and your lifestyle, checking what the financial cost will be to care for them. Some breeds are notoriously more expensive due to their medical requirements than others, the English Bulldog being a prime example. It's best not to leave your dog alone in the car. This poses a risk of them being stolen and also poses the risk of them coming to harm should they overheat in warm weather. Even on a mild day of about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, the temperature inside your car can quickly rocket to over 115 degrees Fahrenheit. According to a study in the journal Pediatrics, Most of this heat rise occurs within 30 minutes, and dogs can experience heat exhaustion when their body temperature hits just 103 degrees. Should your dog become unwell or die as a result of being left alone in a car, you could also face prosecution and be charged with animal cruelty under the Animal Welfare Act 2006. Even with the windows partially down in warm weather, a car can rise to dangerous temperatures in a very short space of time. It's estimated between 1,800 and 2,000 dogs are lost annually due to car-related heat stroke. It's simply not worth the risk. Research going back to the 1990s has shown that exposing dogs to secondhand smoke leads to a number of serious health issues in dogs, similar to humans. Dogs who live in households with smokers can suffer from a heightened risk of cancer and other negative side effects, including lymphoma and weight gain, as well as skin and respiratory infections, according to the Royal College of Nurses. There is also evidence to suggest that tobacco smoke increases the risk of nasal cancer in dogs. The best thing to do for your dog to protect their health and yours is to quit, but if you can't do this, then don't smoke in front of your dog. Brushing your dog's teeth for just a few minutes a day will help your dog live a healthier life. Dental disease is a fairly common medical condition for dogs, with over 80% of dogs 3 years and older showing some signs. Neglecting to clean your dog's teeth can cause a host of dental issues like gingivitis, halitosis, periodontal disease, and worse. Tooth infections and gum inflammation can lead to bacteria from the dog's mouth translocating to its heart, kidney, or liver and can be dangerous for your dog. Brush your dog's teeth regularly and catch dental problems early. Fleas can actually cause some serious health issues for your dog. They can potentially be a problem for humans as well. These are the same little pests that were responsible for spreading the bubonic plague. Flea allergy dermatitis is the most common issue where your dog is allergic to the saliva of fleas. This causes constant scratching and biting, which further leads to bald spots, hot spots, and potential infections developing. If your dog swallows a flea, they may get tapeworm. This parasite will live in their intestinal tract and take away vital nutrients from your dog. In extreme cases of flea infestation, your dog can become anemic if left untreated. This is caused by the massive loss of red blood cells. Heartworm disease is a serious and potentially fatal disease in dogs. It's caused by foot-long worms that live in the heart, lungs, and associated blood vessels of affected dogs, causing severe lung disease, heart failure, and damage to other organs in the body. The dog is a natural host for heartworms, which means that heartworms that live inside the dog mature into adults, mate, and produce offspring. If untreated, their numbers can increase, and dogs have been known to harbour several hundred worms in their bodies. Heartworm disease causes lasting damage to the heart, lungs, and arteries, and can affect the dog's health and quality of life long after the parasites have gone. For this reason, prevention is by far the best option, and treatment, when needed, should be administered as early in the course of the disease as possible. It's useful to know which breeds are known for health issues. While purebred dogs are appealing for their characteristic traits, the selective breeding process also leads to a prevalence of a variety of inherited diseases. Different breeds are predisposed for ailments such as cataracts, hip dysplasia, and cancer. For example, Cocker Spaniels are prone to epilepsy, heart diseases, and liver disease. German Shepherds are particularly prone to hip dysplasia. The English Bulldog can suffer from a variety of health issues, and the popular Golden Retriever breed is known to suffer from hip and elbow dysplasia and minor health concerns such as allergies. Knowing this before you get a specific breed of dog means that you can decide whether you can afford to treat them or not.